Hey friends, I hope you had a fabulous week, and I am so glad that you're here joining us this weekend for a special holiday weekend. July 4th, ring a bell? Yes, July 4th is one of my most favorite holidays because we get to do all sorts of fun things. We normally play games with our friends and family. We have big cookouts. Watermelon is one of my favorite fruits, and I know we always eat that at our celebration. And then there's something that happens at nighttime that we normally see in the sky. Fireworks are my favorite part. Now, I know there might not be that many big fireworks celebrations because of all that's going on, but I guarantee if you go outside at night on July 4th, you are going to see some spectacular stuff in the sky, or at least hear it when you're trying to go to bed, or your dogs are bark when they hear all that scary stuff going. I don't know. Anyways, looking up and seeing those fireworks are a part of my favorite thing of July 4th. And when I look at them, it reminds me of just how awesome God is. And today's Bible story will also talk about shooting firecrackers and fireworks into the sky.
Hey, what's up, boys and girls? Today, we're going to be talking about a Bible story. More specifically, we're going to be talking about Daniel and the lion's den.
Daniel Lion's Den.
So, as you can kind of see, this is kind of weird. My name's Robbie. This is Wes. But for this video, he can only talk in sound effects. So I'm going to read us a story, and that's all he can do. So let's dig right in.
Let's go.
So King Darius was ruler over Babylon, a land with tons of large animals like lions and large bulls. He had appointed several men to help him govern and lead all of the people.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Daniel, the leader of the advisors, was a man who believed in God and followed the Lord's commands. The other men did not like Daniel, though, and did not want him in charge. So they made a way to get rid of Daniel. These men knew Daniel served the God of Israel. They told King Darius to make a new law in which people could worship and pray to only the king. And if they worshiped or prayed to any other kings or any other gods, they would be thrown into a big room with lions in it. They called it the lion's den.
Oh no.
The lawbreaker would become the lion's lunch. Daniel knew the new law, but committed in his heart to keep praising the one true God.
Lord, I lift your name on high.
Daniel prayed 3 times a day with his windows open.
1, 2, 3.
When the men saw Daniel and told the king was devastated because he really liked Daniel a lot. So the king knew he couldn't change the law, and Daniel had to be thrown into the lion's den.
Oh no. He's going to get eaten by lions.
There were many lions in this den, which probably would have been more like a pit or a cave. So they threw Daniel in. King Darius was sad that Daniel had been thrown in, but Daniel trusted in God even in the midst of the lions. King Darius couldn't eat or sleep that night because he thought the lions were going to have Daniel for supper. The next day, he got up and ran as fast as he could to the lion's den. When he got there, he yelled. No. He said, Daniel, servant of the living God, has your God, whom you serve all the time, been able to rescue you from the lions? King Darius expected to hear nothing in return. Those crickets? But then Daniel responded.
Hey! Hey!
No. He said, my God sent his angel.
Oh?
And he shut the mouths of the lions. They have not hurt me.
No.
Because I was found innocent in God's sight. They helped Daniel get out, and the king, Darius, and many others worshiped God because he had shown himself to be the one true God. In fact, the king even said after this about God, he rescues and he saves. He performs signs and wonders in the heavens and on the earth. He has rescued Daniel from the power of the lions.
Oh.
And that is the story of Daniel and the
lion's den.
Awesome worship, friends. And we had an awesome story today as well. We learned about Daniel and how he had to face some stuff and he really had to remain true. And in doing that, he pointed everybody to Jesus. And I know that we can do that too. I mean, we don't have to be in the lion's den or experience something crazy like that, because I don't want to do that personally. But in our everyday lives, we can be the light and show others Jesus' love. Here's an example of something. A couple weeks ago, I was riding down the road and it looked like the storm clouds were brewing, and I kept thinking, man, I hope I get home before the bottom drops out and I get soaking wet. And I looked to my side on the sidewalk, and there was an old lady pushing an elderly man in a wheelchair. And I thought, man, I hope they make it home before it rains too. As soon as I said that, and as soon as I got right past them, I'm pretty sure you know what happened. The rain started pouring. My heart, I felt something working, and I thought, man, I really do need to give them an umbrella. So I turned my car around, swung by, yelled out the window, and gave them the umbrella. Now, that was a simple act, and it wasn't about me getting all the glory. Yeah, it was a good deed. I did something nice for them. But in doing that, I pointed those people to Jesus, because they probably thought, man, there's something a little bit special about her. And there is something special. I am a light in the world that I can show and point others to Jesus. And you guys can too. I know it's kind of hard because we don't have as many playdates as we used to, and we're not going to school, but think about a friend that you haven't talked to in a while that might be feeling lonely. Why don't you write them a letter and send them one in the mail? That would point them to Christ, and that's being an example of Jesus and the light to the world. So, as you celebrate this holiday weekend, and as you look and you see the fireworks in the sky, or as you light sparklers, by the way, I really wanted to light a sparkler for you, but I don't know where the sprinklers are in here, and I don't want to make a mess. But I want you to light a sparkler, and I want you to look at it and see how beautiful it is in the night sky. And I want you to think about how you can be a sparkler. How can you be a light to the world to point others to Jesus? I hope you guys have an amazing week, and I can't wait to be back with you again next weekend.